Whispers inside royal circles are getting louder, and the latest talk is not about ceremony or tradition, or even about sparkling tiaras and gowns. The whispers are about something far more personal and raw and shocking. The talk is about Prince William and the feelings he holds toward his own brother, Prince Harry, and his wife, Meghan Markle, and insiders say those feelings are not simply cool or distant. They are filled with resentment and fire. Close friends of William have put it bluntly, and without any hesitation, he hates them. The word hate is strong and heavy, yet it is exactly what people close to him are saying about how the heir to the throne feels about the Sussexes. For so long, the public imagined that the bond between William and Harry, no matter how strained, could be rebuilt. The brothers who once walked shoulder to shoulder behind their mother's coffin, the brothers who grew up with shared grief and loyalty, were thought to have an unbreakable connection. Yet that picture of brotherhood has been shattered completely. The rift between them is no longer just a family disagreement. It is a canyon so deep that insiders are calling it impossible to fix. The warmth has turned to cold anger and the protective older. Brother has now become the icy future king who views Harry and Meghan not just as personal enemies, but as threats to the monarchy itself. The betrayal William feels cuts to the bone. In his eyes, Harry crossed every line of loyalty and family trust when he went public with stories that had always been kept behind closed doors. The Oprah interview shook the monarchy to its core. The Netflix docuseries added fuel to the flames. And then came Spare Harry's memoir that William sees as the ultimate act of betrayal. Harry's words painted William as hot-tempered and even physically aggressive. They revealed private arguments. They shared intimate details that were never meant to be made public. The lip gloss anecdote involving Kate and the accusations of racism within the family ripped through the royal image, leaving William furious, humiliated, and determined never to forgive. According to one close friend, the anger is not a matter of cooling off or time-healing wounds. It is permanent. He hates them. Those words are heavy, yet insiders insist they reflect exactly how William feels. And this feud is not just about hurt feelings. It is about responsibility. William is not only a brother, he is the heir to the throne, the man preparing to shape the future of the monarchy. And he cannot allow what he sees as chaos and betrayal to taint the stability of the crown, is where King Charles finds himself trapped, caught in the middle of two sons. Charles is battling cancer, undergoing treatments and facing his own mortality. He dreams of unity within his family. He longs to see his sons together, but he cannot risk the stability of the monarchy. Charles knows that forcing reconciliation now might leave William with a fractured crown. Later, William's word carries weight, just as Charles once became the shadow monarch during the final years of Queen Elizabeth. William is now stepping into that role. The power is tilting, and Charles is increasingly deferring to his eldest son. That is why, when Harry visits London, there is little expectation of a meeting with his father. It is not about logistics or busy schedules. It is about intent. The king knows that siding with Harry, even for a single quiet meeting, could worsen his relationship with William, and Charles cannot afford that tension. His time is limited, and his legacy rests on William's shoulders. The depth of William's anger is not only about the Oprah interview or the Netflix series. It runs deeper. It is about the destruction of trust. William, who once defended Harry during their school days at Eton, now views him as the very cause of instability within the royal family. Every statement, every leak, every book has chipped away at what little remained of their bond. The pain has hardened into something immovable. And then there is Meghan Fairley, or unfairly, much of the blame within William's circle lands on her. They believe Meghan encouraged Harry to voice his grievances more loudly. They believe she turned family resentments into weapons. They believe she pushed Harry to walk away and burn bridges instead of quietly stepping aside. For William, this is not just a brother leaving home. It is a scorched earth exit that humiliated the monarchy and left wounds that will never heal. That is why William has drawn a line that cannot be crossed. Insiders say he has made it perfectly clear Harry and Meghan will not be welcomed back in any official capacity. There will be no public reconciliations. There will be no half-and-half out deals. The door is closed permanently. William has chosen discipline over sentiment and strategy over forgiveness. What makes this even more striking is the contrast between Charles and William. Charles loves tradition, grand ceremonies, robes, medals, and centuries-old rituals. William does not. He finds much of it unnecessary, even ridiculous. To him, being king is a role, not a divine right. He wants privacy control and a somewhat normal life for his children. He is determined to slim down the monarchy, reduce public scrutiny, and remove unnecessary distractions. And in that vision, Harry and Meghan do not fit for William. The risk of reconciliation is not worth it. He does not trust Harry, and he cannot take the chance that any private conversation will become material for another Netflix project or another tell-all memoir. He believes Harry has broken the ultimate rule of the royals, which is to never air private family issues publicly. Once that boundary is crossed, there is no going back. Meanwhile, Meghan's public image is not helping her or Harry. Her projects have failed to capture the same attention they once did. A particularly awkward moment saw her ask a guest if they had ever watched Suits, only to receive a blunt no. The footage aired unpolished and unflattering. Her interviews are also losing their edge. Even American media outlets, once supportive of her narrative, are beginning to lose interest. Her story of royal oppression is no longer fresh, and audiences are turning away. Without constant controversy, the Sussex brand risks fading into irrelevance. While the Sussexes struggle, William and Kate are executing a very different strategy. They have stepped back from frequent public appearances, protecting Kate's health while also cultivating an aura of mystery. Their absence creates curiosity, and when they do appear, they are polished, deliberate, and controlled. This calculated mystique reinforces their dignity and leaves the public longing for more. Harry, meanwhile, walks a lonely road. He continues to visit London for events, but he shows up alone without Meghan, without the children. And each time the outcome is the same, William refuses to meet. Charles avoids risk, and Harry leaves empty-handed. The cycle continues with no signs of change. The palace remains silent on all of this. No official statements, no denials, no acknowledgements. Instead, the silence itself becomes part of the strategy, carefully staged photo opportunities, project stability. Insiders leak stories and whispers, and through that silence, William asserts his dominance. He has learned that doing nothing is sometimes the most powerful move. Every misstep by Harry and Meghan, every faltering project, every awkward soundbite only strengthens William's stance. So what does the future look like? The rift is permanent. The king wears the crown but walks on fragile ground. The heir refuses to forgive, and the younger brother remains an outsider forever on the edge of the family he once belonged to. The story that once inspired hope and unity has become a cautionary tale of betrayal, mistrust, and anger. According to those closest to them, William's hatred is not going away, and as he steps closer to the throne, his word will be final. Harry and Meghan's place in the royal family is not just uncertain, it is gone.